Hi, my name is Rowdy, Quattlebaum with Rodeo Kids, and I have two jerk lines here. One's an actual jerk line, the other's called a double pull jerk line. And then the reason why I use a double pull on some horses than a normal jerk line is a double pull keeps their attention. It keeps their chin tucked right where their shoulders are, so that way they pay attention to me and not what's going on, because I have a hold of him right now. He can't really turn his head unless I want him to. If I let go of him, he can turn his head this way, turn his head that way. That's what double pull's for. A regular jerk line, he can do whatever, but if he's a good horse like this one here, he just knows when he feels the pull, just keep going back. I'll explain these in detail here in a minute. And then here's a normal jerk line for you. As you can see, it's just something that you would find at a Teskey's. I'll take this in, it just depends. He's a good horse, so I'm gonna put it in my left side, like this here. But I'm gonna go all the way around till the back of my belt loop. And this particular one gets caught up with me sometimes, so when I tuck it in, I'm gonna leave about that much tail, about to my knee. And what this does is, if he's not wanting to work in the practice pen, when I get off, it's just gonna make contact. Just very little contact right now is what I'm having. But when I get off the belt loop pull, it's really gonna pull on the rein. It's pretty much like me pull on the rein and tell him, okay, stop. We're gonna take one step back when I'm in the practice pen. But with this, it's a little more aggressive than that, so it's gonna keep him going back, so that way he knows I need to help him until I get my cap on the ground and get the first leg string, and then he can slow up and just keep the rope tight right there. And here's what I call a double pull. Pretty much what it is I'm pretty much made this one as normal. This part's like a normal jerk line, but this little leader line, that's what I like to call it. What I want to do with it is, if you don't have one of these, that's fine. But I run through this ring. If you don't have it, just run it through the bit like this. It does the exact same thing. But what I want to do is I want to make sure I have it tight right there. I want to take my leader line, and if you have a breast collar part, which this saddle doesn't, just hook it up to your D-ring. And you want to get just tight enough to where he can still run with his head, but just loose enough to where he doesn't step on it. Like right now, it's perfect. So I'm going to want to take my line and cinch it off right there. And I have this tail right here, so I'm going to tie it right here at the very end, so that way it looks pretty clean, and he doesn't get caught up on nothing. Just like that. And now what the double pull supposed to do is, once this comes out of my belt loops, once it comes out of my belt loop, it's going to pull on both sides. So if he tries to push his head that way, it's a lot more hard for him to do. If he tries to pull it this way, it's going to be a lot more harder for him to do. However, with just the normal jerk line, just pull it on this one side, he could really pull it this way instead of keeping back and paying attention to his own business. And now, I don't use a double pull on him, like I said, because that normal jerk line is good for him. But I had a horse that he did not want to work the rope good in an indoor building where it was big, loud, noisy, you name it, he probably didn't like it. And a friend told me put earplugs in him. I put earplugs in, he still didn't really want to pay attention to me. And then my coach said, try double pull, borrow mine for a day or two and just make yourself one. That's what I did. First day in the practice pen, I used it on him, broke 2 steps, pulled it right into my arms, put him on the ground, and he worked fine. And after that, I started using it with him. And then he said he worked perfect with it. Use a double pull only after rodeo. Use a normal jerk line in the practice pen or no jerk line at all. If he's working bad, use a regular one. Because if you use this double pull too much, he's going to get dulled to it. He's going to push through it like it is right now and just do nothing. But if you don't let him get dulled to it and you use different jerk lines, once he gets back to this double pull again, he knows, okay, time to work back again. And he'll keep on doing that. So a double pull did wonders for me. And like I said, it's something that you can buy at Tractor Supply. This whole setup probably cost me about $13, I think. It wasn't very much. My name is Rowdy Quattlebaum, and y'all have a good day.